everyone, and welcome to today's Stocks.com news. I'm Natalie Stoberman, and I am joined by the CEO of Ocean Falls Blockchain Corp, Oded Orgil. Oded, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, Natalie.
Oh, my pleasure. So let's jump right into it. There's some exciting news coming out of your blockchain company. Give me the details on what's going on.
Well, we're really excited. Just earlier this week, we did announce that we are digital twinning our mining units at Ocean Falls.
What is a digital twin?
Great question. So, a digital twin is really a virtual representation of it. Could be a physical object or a process, and it's replicating that in real data. So, in our case, the digital twinning is the mining units that we have at Ocean Falls, and it's virtually representing these units to their real world counterparts using IoT, Internet of Things data.
Okay, that's really cool. And it sort of rings a bell to me about something that's also come up lately in crypto is synthetic assets. Is there some sort of parallel to the two, or are they similar in a way?
Not really. Well, I guess they are synthetic assets in the sense that they're virtual assets. You're seeing that virtually. So I guess effectively that's the same thing. But really, what we're doing is just giving our clients the opportunity to see their mining units in virtual reality.
In virtual reality. So how exactly can your client use a digital twin in virtual reality or the metaverse?
So again, really good question. So basically, the users can enter their room. I mean, they can do, and they could actually see their units being replicated in that room. So they'll get details of it. They'll see the fans cooling the room. They'll see the computer screen. And this can be done again, even just on what I call like a traditional screen, or if someone has VR or headset goggles, they go in there, they put those things on, and they could actually see it, they could touch it, they could see everything around it. I mean, it's virtual reality.
Wow. So how do you think virtual reality is enhancing, changing, or just changing the landscape overall of how business can be conducted, especially with your new edition of digital twinning?
Well, I think it can touch a lot of different aspects, and we could spend a lot of time talking about that, and I'm happy to do so. In our case, the real value add that we believe for our clients is Ocean Falls is a wonderful scenic city, 3.5 hours north of Vancouver, and it's a very remote location, which in many ways makes it a perfect location for our mining facility. But it's difficult. We have hosting clients, individuals who have, and corporations who have their machines with us, and it makes it difficult for them to access it. As you can imagine, it's always nice if you own something to be able to touch it. So allowing them to participate in this, they can actually put on these goggles. They can go look at the machines. They're sitting in their home in their sweatpants if they want, and they could actually see what these things look like. They can go in there, as I said earlier. They can touch it. They can walk around the room, and it's just another ability for, in our case, for our clients to see that they own it. I think it's really this technology has been around for a while, but now what we're seeing is through a number of different aspects, it makes it much more real, much more accessible for everybody.
Oh, accessibility is so key. And over the last few years, we've seen a lot of barriers to accessibility really drop, being able to be virtual with a lot of meetings and a lot of even real estate is now virtual, and like anyone could view a house anywhere in the world, and it's common. Before it wasn't such a common thing. So with virtual reality in the picture and the metaverse, do you feel like there are other avenues or opportunities that could open up for Ocean Falls?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Ocean Falls blockchain, again, we started off as a mining company, and that was our core business. But we are a blockchain company. And, blockchain, I truly believe, is going to revolutionize the world and how we do things. So, as you just alluded to, there's a number of different avenues that we see the opportunity over time, whether it's us or other companies, that will allow the accessing the metaverse and how that will look at doing things. We've got a blockchain application in the insurance space that we're going to launch next quarter. But when you ask me the question about what other areas, what other things they could do, I mean, long term, the metaverse is going to allow people that they're going to be able to work, play, and socialize in the metaverse. So if you can imagine, that starts to touch everything. In our case, it's work with the mining facility, but we are exploring different areas such as the opportunity potentially to create business districts, maybe have meeting rooms, and so much more for employees and clients just to interact, using avatars. And again, as we said, it can be fun, it can be socialization, or it can be work.
Oh, yes, the possibilities are just endless. Last question for you. If you could design your own avatar, what would it look like?
Oh, maybe look like The Rock. No,
I can't complain. I can't argue with that one.
yeah, we can't argue with that one. There's a successful businessman, a successful athlete, and I know he gives back to the community. I think right now Chris Johnson is the guy out there.
Absolutely. So cool. And thank you so much for sharing this exciting news about your blockchain development with digital twinning, basically combining mining, which is already part of blockchain to begin with. But this is traditional mining taken on blockchain technology. Just incredible stuff. Thank you so much for joining me, Oded. And if you want to learn more about Ocean Falls blockchain, be sure to visit them online at www.oceanfallsblockchain.com. Oded, we're about to sign off. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing how digital twinning really takes off for you.
Natalie, thank you very much for having me. I look forward to seeing you perhaps in the metaverse.
Sounds good. I'll look for the rock.
Take care.
Bye.